Streaming. Okay. Are we live? Are we back? Let me do that again. Are we back? Are we back? Do we have a new playlist? We got nothing new. It's all just same old stuff. Is it working? Yeah. Basco. Basco's learned to bark. Yes. Yes. We're on Wi-Fi Starlink somehow. I've had to break it down to 1080p, but hang on a sec. boy, come on in. In you come, buddy. In. Good boy. Come on in. Yes, we watched The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou the other night, and maybe that subconsciously got me in the in this Jacques Cousteau beanie. There we go. Okay, everything's fine. We're literally like, I mean, I need to set up some outdoor cameras somehow, because we're like in the middle of nowhere. How's the It says, oh wait, is this, where do I get, no, how good is the stream quality? The audio stream bitrate is lower than recommended rate. Okay, was that because it was, oh, excellent quality with the Starlink. I wonder if I can get some snaps. I don't think I do think I am. Let's have a look. Let's go through here. Oh, you haven't seen Steve's Life Aquatic? Yeah, that's a blooming classic. It's a blooming classic. Sorry, there's not. I just wanted to kind of test the stream. It will be a bit lower res and lower bitrate, but you know, I'm recording it in high quality. Video seems a bit grainy. What, me or the whole thing? Yeah, it's low. It's going to be lower bitrate. I just set it to auto on OBS and it did a little thing because I couldn't get proper thing. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, I just deleted all my cookies. Yeah, it's very memeable. Old Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. Oh, yes. Is there a way to just download, save images from Insta? You can't, eh? It's like, no. No BZ. I want to hide the comments. All I want to see is the pictures. Impossible. Impossible. Where did I send pictures to? Oh, I sent them to my mate. Sent them to my mate. Download. Dropped frames. 922. 3.2% drop frames. Oh yeah, it's giving me the readout. Oh. But yeah, we've been moving, man. We moved from Australia. We got here I think we've been here 2 weeks. Have we been here 2 weeks? Yeah, we've been here 2 weeks. And oh yeah, it's better if I don't do anything else. We've been here 2 weeks and it's been pretty hectic, but the things are kind of operational. But we're literally out in the woods. I was trying to figure out a way to do I'll make a vid or something of out there because it's pretty awesome outside. Which game do you develop? Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Oh man, I really got to get those pics going, man. We really got to get those. Why are the pics no good? Where are my pics at? You know what? I got them on my phone. Maybe I can just send them to myself. I wish there was an easier way. This is the thing. I could plug it in, but then I need to find I got a USB-C cable. I'll get a USB-C cable. We got USB-C cables in this household. That's what we got. We got plenty of those. This is packing USB-C cables and bringing them to New Zealand from Australia. Why do we have 5,000 USB-C cables? We need to bring them all. But yeah, so it was crazy. Yeah, the first night we got here and we drove from the airport, had some food, drove up in the darkness into the country, in the middle of nowhere, and just got here in the dark. And we're like, where are we, man? What are we doing? What is happening? What have we done? Oh yeah, this is gonna be like that, isn't it? Charging, tap for more options, tapping, file transfer, verifying. The USB port on my phone's broken, so yeah, lots of fun. But then I get up in the morning and it's like trees and birds and fields and stuff. Community made playlist. Yeah, well, the only reason I'm using this music, some of it's stuff I made and some of it's stuff from production. It's all like legal music, and if I don't know what the deal is with other music. Will YouTube just like mute the videos? Leak? What are we leaking? Oh, water. These cabins are like nice ones. The place is pretty nice. We're not like, it's not like, it's pretty fancy for out in the woods. Okay, internal storage. Okay, I'm in. Okay, I'll make a selection of images. Okay. Yeah, it'd be cool. I'd like to not be on this infinite playlist. This is kind of just a test. I forgot how to program. I haven't thought about or looked at any code for like 2 weeks. So I'm like, what are we doing again? What were we doing? Thing on Twitch where people have it set so music doesn't play in the VOD and it doesn't get muted. Yeah, because I go to all this trouble to record the video stream and I record the mic only. So for devlogs, I've got a no music one. So I wonder if there's this way to do that. It seems to be going alright. We've dropped 2,000 frames. It says 4.8% frames, but it's holding at 6,900 kilobytes per second reasonably well. What are we doing? Yeah. We are in the process of making a game. Actually, the last thing I did before, well, because we did Robo Mo, we did the game jam. We did Robo Mo with the help of Hefix. And we got top 10, we got top 100. Did I delete Robo Mo? I did. I mean, just the executable. Yeah. I was thinking about switching. I don't know whether Twitch is more robust as a streaming service. Sort, descending. Overall, yeah, it was awesome. So I need to make I need to make a devlog on that. I started it, but it's a lot of work. And then I did this. So because like that was the first time we took Genie out of daisy drains and used it for something else. So I've made a Genie repository. So Genie exists, and then I've got this test app, which is using Genie as a submodule. So I was thinking the next thing to do is to incorporate this into Daisy Trains. So right now Daisy Trains just has Genie in the project. So there'll be a little like replugging in because it's running like IAM GUI and stuff from Genie, and I simplified some of the loop and stuff like that. Oh, was he recording? Yeah, I didn't watch his video yet. I gotta watch it. I'm so behind. I'm behind schedule. Not Twitch? Okay, I won't Twitch. I was thinking I could do dual stream. I don't know. But anyway, it's good to know that the stream is working. We've only dropped 2,870 frames. It seems like a lot. It's like 5%. Is that 5% of all frames dropped? But then again, You know, if it's 59 frames a second, who cares? Okay, so what am I looking at here? Of course it organizes videos after photos. Okay, that's all wrong. We want to sort this by created. This is weird. As, you know when you plug your phone into the PC and then it's like struggling to... What is this image? Oh yeah, that was last night. Of course it's not giving me a thumbnail though, which is cool. I don't really want to be like clicking things randomly. Here's a photo. This is like we went on a little walk yesterday with the dogs. So like this is Mungify. So that this is like over there. This is like the shops. There's like 2 shops. This is like the village, and we live like on this hill somewhere. Let's go back. I won't scroll through these. I don't know what's in them. Oh, it won't let me scroll. Nice. Definitely don't want that. Ugh. Test the locomotive. Yeah, no, I haven't. I literally have done nothing. I've not opened a single piece of code since... Man, I wish this would just give me a preview. You cannot preview. Oh, doggies. Oh, Mr. Buddy Boy. Oh, that's still Australia. It's starting to work. This is selling stuff. PTSD from selling stuff. Oh, yeah, so... This is a sweet little... This is like local surf beach. Dogs playing in the water. They're loving it. They love it here. There's a little bit to learn about like living outdoors and having like cars come down the driveway and stuff. Duh. 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 Oh, it's starting to load. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's a little setup. Oh yeah, this is like coffee on the balcony, looking into the... This is all like native trees and stuff. I don't know what the res is going to be like in 1080p, but yeah, this is like native trees and it goes out that way, and there's just hella native birds. This is a bit of a grey day. It doesn't show it off in the best light. What else we got? Oh yeah, misty mornings. On the I went down. There's this. This is like next to our property. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my! Misty mornings in the countryside. I'm just randomly. Oh, Starlink! Don't look at that. Why did it open on that screen? Come on, man. Alrighty. The dog. The mother, the blah blah, the little thingies. Yeah. As you can see, I'm not super prepared for the stream. I just thought I'd see if it works. Ah, yeah, true. Is it a bit like crappy? There's the dogs. Yeah, I'll have to review the stream and see what happens. But actually, looking at this, I mean, these were the Robo Mo scores based on rankings. Artwork, Hefix, number 43 out of 10,000. It's pretty big. Pretty big. Yeah, the dogs. Creativity number 62, audio number 64, there we go. Narrative, come on man. Low enjoyment? Who's not enjoying this? Some nice comments. But I was wrecked after that. Yeah, it was big dubs. I think the devlog's going to be fun. Okay, next. Yeah, so anyway, so now there's this Genie test app, which is pretty cool because it means Genie can be developed with the test app, and you can push updates to the repo, and then because it's a submodule in Daisy Trains, we're gonna have to add it. Then if you make changes while working on Daisy Trains, then you'll be able to push those changes. And so there'll be a source of truth for Genie. Yeah, that was the main thing. I mean, seeing that it's inflexible, it's janky, it's kind of broken, but it worked, so whatever. So yeah, I still, to be fair, I don't know what's going on. I had to do a bit of work, and like there's tons of admin stuff to do over here to get everything sorted. But I tried streaming a little private stream yesterday, and it was like error, which was like, I was like, oh no, we're not going to be able to stream. Genie's not open source. Nothing's open source at this point. I mean, it's all pretty like, I'm learning as I go, so it's a bit of a mess, really. Some things were, oh yeah, also now the idea is like, you bring Genie in as a submodule. I also fixed a whole lot of stuff with like Genie having configured like paths and stuff, so they all should be like relative. Like any of these things don't need configuring. They're all like hard-coded paths. So as long as you get the Genie folder in, you just include Genie, and then you're good to go. And Genie will find all its own, like, it's got its own vendor category with like IMGUI, and I don't know if you can see any of this actually. How do you is there a way to like just zoom this? Whoa, come on, man. What am I listening to? It's like Catching Jack Sparrow. Yeah, I know. Yeah, if you watch all the streams, you'll look at it and be like, oh, I don't want to use that. I mean, like for usability, like looking at something like this versus something like Raylib. Like Raylib is carefully made to be able to be used, whereas Genie is like totally only usable by me, really, because and only just. How do you, I forget how to do things. Environment, make this text a bit bigger. It's probably going to be hideous. I am a little bit bigger. So yeah, now Genie comes with all its dependencies as well. It's little GLAD and GLFW and GLM and IMGUI and STB image and all that, and it's all configured internally. So technically, you just should be able to go submodule add and then use. I mean me. I mean Daisy Trains, really. Control scroll, yeah, that just does this one. You can that it works in code, but that's a different thing. Like I think yeah, you can do like that. 18, go big or go home. There's now a Genie, I think I made a Genie UI, which takes all the, oh, it's not this. I think it's Genie Editor. Yeah, I took all the editor stuff from like the daisy trains editor, all the IMGUI stuff anyway. So now there should be IMGUI gets initialized and drawn and ordered and stuff in Genie, and then there should be a begin frame and an end frame. There is, and in between that you just draw windows from your app. So the daisy trains editor will just draw its windows, but it won't manage any IMGUI stuff, which I think is cooler. So this is, I was like, okay, so it's kind of good pulling it out and doing a test app with it, because you kind of see like, oh, how do I actually want to interface with this if it's standalone or if it's like just a submodule. And you kind of, I want to be able to send things to Profiler. I want to be able to do debug text. It comes with its own, like, some render settings and stuff. There's no toolbar yet. Oh yeah, this is the beginnings of metallic reflections, which are kind of not right. They're just 100% shiny, which, like, turns out the metallic roughness is like complicated, and I don't quite know how that works. So yeah, there'll be, like, once I sort of get my head back in the game, I think the first thing to do would be to get daisy trains using this new Genie and break daisy trains, and then interesting that all these things are not part of the thing. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, that's the other thing. I made a Unity build. So there's this Genie Unity CPP file includes all the other CPP files, and it's the only one that actually builds. So if you go rebuild solution, it just builds Genie Unity. And what that does is say, because if you were in here and you add a thing, if you were to add a thing or change anything in any Genie header and build, what it used to have to do is rebuild every CPP file that included any Genie file, including in the game, and which was like long. So now it just builds one translation unit. I think it does have to rebuild the application CPP as well. ECS, no, there's no ECS. It's very, what's the word? What's open that thing? Open shutter. It's very like, there's not even an entity or a game object or anything. It's just like data. If I open daisy trains, yeah, this, oh man, just look at, oh man, that's right, this whole thing's complicated, oh dude. So yeah, game cargo, for example, a thing like a ship or a port is just a struct. It holds its own like world position and matrix and stuff and any data, and then I just draw it, you know. That's pretty, it does it, you know, everything's pretty like straightforward, no systems around game objects and things yet. It's like they still find things to bark at, even though we're literally in the woods. What'd you find? Goodbye. I wonder if I can do a little. Oh. kind of. Oh, kind of. Kind of. Not really. Oh yeah, the hogs. There are two kuni pigs next door. Alright, we're back. And they come running at you. There's a little fence in the way. Yeah, there's no crazy... Yeah, I'm thinking of... Yeah, I don't know. Daisy Trains is like is a giant experiment into low-level design. Just trying to do things straightforward until they can't be done straightforward or something. It's a bit of an exploration. Does this work? Where are we at with this? Build errors. Daisy Train CPP. Did I change something? Precompiled header files from a different version, or the precompiled... Build, rebuild solution. Did I break the game at some point? Probably. Yeah. Like, it'd be pretty cool if, I think as the engine develops, because right now the engine, we're in debug mode. Should we go release mode? Oh, okay. Build, rebuild. I guess as the engine, like, now is a separate thing, and it needs to be useful. Keeping that, like, separation and then developing systems for it so that it is more clear, I guess. Things like ECS or some sort of entity thing. Because what if you just wanted to, like... Because right now there's, like, custom logic for... Oh, here it is. Whoa, that looks broken. Why is it so... What is happening? Oh, okay. I thought it worked last time I used this project. Things were working, dog. Did I even change anything? I guess I broke something at some point. This is always a nice way to re-enter the project. Like, what is the latest? Immediate text 2D train. You get changes. What changed? The renderer. I did change something. Okay. There seems to be some changes, some small changes. Depth rights. That seems like important stuff. I guess this is the good thing, is like once it works in the test app and you update it, then it should, you know, and then you're gonna like do some little changerinis, aren't you? It was in the final. Man, I need to like have a reconnection with my thing. Okay, so this depth right. I fixed this in thing. Depth test disable. Depth right disable. Let's just turn these off for a second. Coming back to an old project. Yeah, it's like... Okay, that's better. Oh, Daisy Trains, you're not so bad after all. Look at it as a little beauty. Oh, trains even. Brrr. Yes. Hey. We did some work on this bad boy. Oh, desktop only doesn't actually have a desktop. Okay, desktop only. That's that train. Oh yeah, we even got day-night cycle and stuff going on. Hill climb. Oh yeah. Port test. Oh, it's just an absolute little beauty, isn't it? Pick up. Oh yeah, that's right. I changed some things. Oh, now I don't know whether the sprite pickup. Yes, yes. Now I remember all the pain and suffering. Is this not inspector? Why does this not quite go to the edge? What am I looking at here? Is this something to do with the screen? Down. We can't pick up cargo though. Oh, has this got to be... Yeah. Oh, the joys of this kind of project. Add, remove cargo, accepted cargo white. Okay, now if we do that, it'll pick up the... That's right. We made this whole thing. And everything was difficult. Yeah, say you wanted the engine to be able to say, like, is the mouse over an entity or something? Right now you got custom logic for every different thing. Still haven't finished my refactor support PBR. I think the pipeline is kind of working, but somehow I failed to load the model's textures with async. Yeah. Yeah, it was a strange one. I used async on the learn OpenGL thing, and it seemed like a pretty chunky library. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll use something smaller. Oh, rip cam, yeah, sorry, cam desktop. There we go. We're back. We back. Have I really only been streaming 38 minutes? It feels like 38 hours. So I was like, I'll try tiny GLTF and just support GLTF. And is this on up and down? I can't see because it's broken. But then tiny GLTF is a whole thing. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't clear. I wasn't clear how to write a loader. And honestly, Copilot was just like, oh, it's like this. And it spat the whole thing out. And I was like, that seems like a lot of, it's this function. This whole function. I ended up going through it all because I had to change a bunch of stuff. Models, modeled load GLTF. So it's like again 900 lines or something. It's got a lot of like extra commented out stuff because I was dealing with these like root nodes and tons of debug logging and all that. But like removing code, yeah, exactly. So it gets the model and the GLTF loader. And then what does it do? It gets materials. So it packs all the data into this one like struct, which is, oh, this our model, but this model has all these like vectors of data. And then it goes looks in GLTF. It has like string lookups for these textures, and then it does an image load. And I've got my own load texture thing here transform an image, but I think it loads. It actually loads the images into this image data thing. So it uses STB image inside of TinyGLTF to get the image data. And then, and then we load the texture into like the maps. PBR, which I saw many resources using the legacy bind, unbind, OpenGL API, and other resources using the modern DSA API. Right. What do I use? I mean, I just use, I think I build a bunch of wrappers for that. GL wrappers. Shader enable, texture bind textures. Are you talking about these? All right, yeah. Texture bind, active texture. Man, this needs to be gone through. Oh, this data train's just running in the BG. Oh, this needs. This is just like, now that this is the thing, I'm like, okay, cool. We've figured out how to make a game, and okay, let's make a new game. After Robo Mo, I was like, dude, yeah, data trains are so complicated. Right, yeah. Yeah, this is the thing, I'm like, just using the, I try to get as far as I can with the most basic stuff. Lead to easier data flow, yeah, because the state management of OpenGL is a bit of a punish. Debugging is a bit of a punish. Yeah, Robo Mo, man. I can't believe we actually did it. doing those manual transformations. Is your DD, has your thing already got like transform widgets and stuff? After that I was like, Genie needs like transforms, parent child transforms, and like widgets for transforming objects. But then you're like, what is an object? If a thing has a transform, I'm so far out of my depths, man. I'm like, I want to make a 2D game. I got this idea for I was like, let's just make a 2D game. Let's make a software rasterizer. Let's not use OpenGL. I mean, Genie Engine doesn't even support 2D rendering, really. There's just so many things. There's so many things to do. Yeah, well. Oh, we're dropping. The Starlink, like, it's sitting on the ground out there. It's just sitting on the ground. But it's got no obstructions, so it seems to be working. But I think the reality of Starlink is the upload speed is like 5 to 15 megabits per second or something, and it fluctuates hard out. Does we do? I don't know what the actual stream looks like. Maybe we'll go have a look at the actual stream. Yeah, Genie does support 2D. You just have to use an orthographic camera. Yeah, I'd like to. Well, there is like a orthographic. There's an orthographic render utils in it. Okay, yeah. Passes. So when it gets down to the post-process pass, it does do this render objects draw 2D. Where is, this UI draw UI. So we get this ortho projection at 0, 0, 0, negative 1000, 1000. And then we use these draw commands to draw 2D. And I'm doing like matrix transformations on the CPU because I'm like, it's just easier because I've already got this draw. Why do I draw? Oh, draw screen quad, and I think I'm just drawing this. Draw screen quad. It's just draw quad, really. Hey, O-Tone. Hopped on stream. Just heard software rasterizer. And I was just like, I've been dreaming of simplifying my life with a 2D project. Well, I've been having ideas for a game, but I was just thinking through like, how would you do? Oh yeah, because right now the Genie has this awkward thing where it has this camera pointer to the main camera, and I kind of am lodging the main camera with Genie because internally in all the render functions and stuff, it needs to render through a camera, obviously. But Genie, I don't want to be passing the camera through all these different functions. So I thought that there would be a create camera. See these begin frame with camera, and one's a reference and one's a pointer, of course. And shaders update with the camera. I thought maybe, yeah, 2D rasterizer. So I thought perhaps there's like a create camera, and then there's a activate camera, and it sets the active camera. And those are calls you just call, and then maybe you can, there's a, based on what the camera is, the active camera is, maybe there's a 3D pipeline and a 2D pipeline. I mean, I don't know. I don't need to build a full 2D renderer. I'm just going to carry on with daisy trains. Yeah, the plan is to carry on with daisy trains. Yeah, what is the plan? The plan's crazy because now that we're here, we're in New Zealand. Lou's actually already got a job and started it, which is crazy. She's here like 10 days and then she started a new job. And I've been working. Obviously, we have to earn money and survive. And it'd be cool if these projects were generating some kind of money. So far, they're not. But yeah, so I don't know, daisy trains is like coming along, but like how long does it need to be like an actual game? My engine, I support multiple cameras. Each one will have its own FBO as the render target, and then each has a viewport to render said FBO to the screen according to the viewport settings. And then in the game I only use one camera. Yeah. Yeah, true, the viewport. Yeah, well, multiple cameras is not something, like multiple cameras rendering on one frame, other than actually the 3D camera for the scene camera, and then the 2D camera for the... But that's not really a camera. For the UI, it's just an orthographic, like you say, an orthographic camera at 0, 0, and then, or at, yeah. And so you just draw your UI objects in screen space. Although, yeah. Well, I mean, how am I even drawing those cards? How is it? Who made this thing? Render post process pass. 2D, these are text 2D. Okay, yeah, we're going through this round and round in circle. So these are UI image draw commands. UI image draw command. Has an element, type, depth, rotation, rect, texture, and color. Twitch might have more viewership. Could be worth checking out. Yeah, there's a way to stream to both at the same time, eh? Why am I out of focus here, bud? Yeah, get me back in there, bud. Multiple cameras, yeah. That's the cool thing about engineering your engine for your game, is you kind of build the functionality you need. And in Daisy Trains, it's like, well, it needs one camera that always looks down, and well, no, actually, we've got POV camera as well. This is the thing. Like right now, the way that the POV camera is disabled. It just not supported while we work on global trains. Thanks. So you could create 2 cameras and have one that updates from the POV. Although then you need transition blending. Interesting. Setting a deadline, for instance, Steamfest next in early 2026 will help not get lost in the process, so you can plan your weeks and notice when it would be time to cut features. Yeah. Why is this camera struggling with me? Is it because I got no light on my face? The only challenge. There it is. That's nice and subtle. Bada bing. The only challenge, well, there's quite a few challenges, but the main challenge, I guess, is this type of, because we're doing the engine and the game and everything's low level, it's hard to determine how long things are going to take. Because some things you're like, I just need to add this thing, and it's like days of work to do the smallest thing. And then some things go quite quickly. And then sometimes you realize that your render is rendering wrong the whole time, and you're going to rewrite the renderer. I don't have enough experience really to be definitive, but you're right, it is good. Once you have those dates, then you can just like we did Robo Mo in 4 days. No excuses. So Daisy Trains does need a high level plan. You're right. Correct. Daisy Trains needs a high level plan. Building bones. Oh my gosh. Calcium. Oh yes. Lou's also 17 weeks pregnant or something. Holy. Oh no. Go away. Oh, what? Yeah, there was no to-do list. This was just a does the stream work? But maybe we need the top level to do. Actually, the code, where were we on the code to do? Oh wait, I've already got one open. This is what it does when the big to do. Our recent Daisy Trains. Whoa, that's big. Notes. Well, that's big. That's very big. Okay, where did we get to? Where are we? What is happening? We need Zen mode. Is it Control F11? Control KZ? Yes. Okay. This was, yeah, we were heading down a UI path. Level initial state, level serialization, UI. I guess the idea was, if I bring this up, ding, ding, ding. I did have here milestones. Internal playtest. So I want to get, I guess Steam page and a demo. So the internal playtest, like, is it playable? Does it work? The good thing with Robo Mo was that, I don't know where I got this selfie stick to do some, over that one there. Okay, so the good thing with Robo Mo is we actually shipped a game, and it had some challenges. There were some challenges. There were things like it was writing to console on Linux, which was funny. So it wasn't like, so there's like all the debug stuff in Genie. Remove debug stuff. I mean, that's like for final release stuff. For the demo, it's probably fine. Audio. I mean, audio works, and we've got audio working in Robo Mo, and so the audio engine module needs to go into that Genie audio thing. Day job. Working the past month on a feature that should have taken 1 hour, mostly due to dependencies. Yeah. I was watching an interesting talk yesterday. It was a guy working at Rare, and they were working on Sea of Thieves, the pirate game, and he was talking about, because they started like 9 years ago or something, and they were on C++ 14, and he was talking about the process of moving the project to C++ 20 because of like weird stuff when they were finally going to ship to PS5, and the PS5 compiler was giving like different results than the C++ 14 compiler because of some permissive mode things or something. He was showing how you could like get two different results from two different compilers, and so it was like, obviously their thing had like, they had a full fork of Unreal Engine, so they had like 5 million lines of code or something. Yeah, but it was interesting. Even something what seems like on this project, you just change it, and we just change it. Audio, and then like there's no asset packaging. Like when we ship Robo Mo, it literally comes with all the models and all the textures just raw in the file, which was kind of funny. This ship, see, it was like the res folder. It had all the settings, all the models. Look at all these models. 4 days. Hefix coming in hot. Had all the music files. Sound effects files. Why is this taking so long? So yeah, there needs to be like a packer that packs different files into like binary files. I started writing one, but it was like way slower to use than Genie assets. Yeah, I built this whole thing like write model asset, and it like uses like these binary things where you have like, it's all just broken down into bytes. Hey doggies. And then you have we have like offsets and how many of these things there are, and then it loads them. It writes them and loads them, but it's like writing the pixel data byte by byte and then loading the pixel data, and it was like twice as slow as STB image, or 4 times or something. I was like, oh, okay, well, that sucks. So I don't know how any of that works. How do you like write all your assets of different types into asset files? Probably not simply. Oh yeah, also the old where oh yeah, it's the renderer is like reserving 100,000 instances for every model, even though some of them draw like 1 of actual memory on the GPU. That was I went through like when I was doing the text thing. There is a thing like update buffer and ensure capacity. I wrote this with a bit of Copilot help, but this like rebuffers and is actually changeable, so you can start small and build them out bigger. Ay, man. There's so much stuff to do. What's up, dog? Where's the biscuit? Where's the buddy boy? Hey? Come on. Good girl. So yeah, scrapping daisy trains and making a new game. But this is always how it feels. So you look at all this stuff and it's overwhelming. So you just you get back in there, you do a little thing at a time, little thing, before you know it, you're making progress again, hopefully. What does this do? Instances empty. Instances text instance data. Text instance data is a matrix, a UV rect. So this needs to be added to the regular instance if we wanted to do 2D animation. And short capacity, keep chipping away, yeah. If required size is less than the buffer capacity, and this is a method. New capacity, buffer capacity, new capacity right times growth factor. This is like some sort of growing thing, like a vector kind of. New capacity equals max required size, blah blah blah. If new capacity is greater than buffer capacity, old capacity equals buffer capacity. Then we bind the buffer and we buffer data, because there's this other one which is buffer sub data. Oh yeah, here. Oh yeah, we bind a buffer there and then we buffer sub data. So buffer sub data needs to like fit within the buffer. And this is extending the buffer. Well, I guess it's like it's re-buffering it to a different size. We need this system in the general instance system. How do you get back into it? I guess you gotta find something small that you can start with. And I think that thing is gonna be using the new Genie. Genie engine, test app, Genie. Get view, get changes. So this is the test app. Oh yeah, and then it's a bit janky because then I need to like open the Genie solution. Wait. No, I need to open. Right now this is a bit jank because I've got like this test app. And there's the Genie solution within the test app. And that I need to update. Genie. View, get repository. So this is Genie. Yeah, I'm a bit of a noob. Main. Setting internal paths default assets. Is there a way to like just open this to make sure I'm on the open in browser? GL buffer data. Genie. Just go to Genie. GitHub.com. GeoBuffer data makes an allocation. GeoBuffer subdata writes into an already allocated buffer. That's what I was trying to say. Ah, of course, man. Moving and has just been an endless loop of verifying that I am who I am on my own computers. Are you who you say you are? Yes. I swear I don't get emails anymore from anything except spam and verifications. Like, yeah. Is anyone hacking me? Dismiss. Well, Daisy Train's prototype has 16 stars. That's unbelievable to me. Genie. Oh yeah, so this is Genie itself. Why is the background in focus? There I am. It's because I'm so side on. Sidling on. What happens if I turn the light off? Now focus on me, sir. It's a little dark. How good. Do 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 do. Snack time? Streams for 1 hour. Okay. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to look at the stream, wasn't I? Content. Sorry, this stream is a bit of a nothing stream. It's a bit of a. We're back. I'm just gonna mute this bad boy. Mute. Oh yeah, we got some low bit rate going on. Oh, I'm so grainy. I'm a grain machine. Said in one of my streams, I have 2-3 years development series, but it will take years to develop the engine. Is that a statement or a question? It will take years to develop this engine. Well, I mean, it'll take the time that it takes, right? Like, the engine, we shipped the game in 4 days on a 6-month-old engine. So that is what it is, right? I mean, it depends what you want the engine to do. Like, I want the engine to do what it already does. So it's not really about the engine. The engine doesn't really matter. It's kind of like the engine, I want it to be able to render things, and it does. And I want it to be able to give me the tools to make the game I want. And right now it kind of does. It's just you got to keep like building on it as you develop. If you want the engine to do something like have like a full 3D editor, like have the sort of systems that like Unity has, then yeah, that'll take years. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. And then you kind of go. I was like, well, if I wanted to make if we wanted to make a 2D game, for instance, then what tools would be necessary for making that? And then you could tack those on. I don't even know whether like even like, I don't know, maybe engines like Ubisoft's engine for Assassin's Creed or something starts to become very like general purpose, but still it's used to make their games. So oh, good night, sir. Thank you for dropping by. It's good to see everybody, even if the stream is a little crispy these days. But thanks for dropping by. It's much appreciated. Much appreciated. What am I... Is this working? Go live. Oh yeah, it looks pretty crappy. Is this really what we're looking at? Oh, that's 720. What does 1080 look like? Looks pretty bad. Looks pretty bad. Well. But yeah. Yeah. It's not that bad. Okay. As long as everybody's got slightly bad eyesight. Yeah. So I guess the next thing's get the Genie in, the new Genie in, the one that's actually like got a repository. So it is what it is. And then carry on with this stuff and try to get like a playable thing together. Where are we? We're at the beginning of September. So we started in January and we worked for about 6 months, but now suddenly it's month 9. So somehow we lost some months in there. I really wonder why you didn't use Unity. Well, to answer that question, you have to watch like 10 videos that I made last year about making games. And maybe it'll make more sense. Because, yeah, you'd be right. But what I will ask you is, in Unity, how would you... Does this work? Oh, yeah. How would you, in Unity, render 100,000 containers? Alright, man, so you gotta go outside if you're gonna buy it. And I'm not saying this to be clever or anything. I'm just genuinely interested. Like, if I wanted to make this in Unity, you'd need to use ECS, right? Or you need to use dots. To have this running at like 7 milliseconds or whatever it is, you'd need to use dots for this, I think. You couldn't use game objects. You couldn't say like, I want 100,000 cargo container game objects, each one with an update that, you know? Is there a way to like direct draw a mesh? You'd have to build a system to direct draw a mesh or whatever. I don't know. This is why doing this is the only real advantage. I guess the only real advantage of this is like you get to... Oh, have I got some demo? I thought I got some world tests. I guess you get to do certain things that would be hard to do in other engines. Tree stress test. There they are. Whoa, there's a lot of trees. I think we're going to run out of instances if I was to unlock that level. Yeah. You get to do certain things that are like hard to do in game engine and Unity, but you lose like so much stuff as well. Like, yeah, you could probably make this in Unity and it'd be just fine. But then again, if I was like, yeah, I want to do this, but I want to be able to support like hundreds of cargo stacks and thousands of containers and all these grass instances and all this, like, I mean, maybe this is not the most important thing in the world, but I need a lot of daisies, you know? I need a lot of daisies. Where'd my sunshine go? I was at nighttime. Oh yeah, I think WhatsApp's open in one of my windows somewhere. I was trying to find images for the thing. For the, oh yeah, sorry. My bad. Phone's also not on silent. Very bad. Oh, so many things. Oh. GitHub. Please review your sign in. Did you sign in? Yeah, signed in. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so I don't know. I can't really justify using a custom engine other than it's pretty cool. And then at the end of the process, I guess you got just something a little different. You got something a little different. Someone say, "Oh yeah, I'll make this in." Which is why don't you just make this in Unity? Like, I don't think you could. You could probably make it. I don't think you can make it 1-to-1 though. Or if you did, it'd be annoying. And therefore, it is somewhat different. How important is that though to the gamer? Gamer probably doesn't care what engine it was made in. But like Factorio, right? Factorio has like a uniqueness. I don't think you could just like, I don't think you'd find it easy to make Factorio in Unity. Sorry, I'm grabbing on. I'm defending. I'm getting defensive. But yeah, no, you're right. Probably should just use Unity. Demo world. Oh yeah, this is the one I built for the little video. Boom, 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 boom. Does it save things? Yeah, there's so much serialization stuff you need to manage, which is a bit of a pain. Do you do anything, train? Did it? Oh yeah, it does pick up. People tried to make Factorio in Unity. Yeah, people made, and then people were like, well, make a 3D one in Unity, or like. I think at some point the game object just becomes too heavy, and then you're dealing with data, and then you're like, well, if we're dealing with data, then they had to invent a whole different way of working with Unity, like the data-oriented tech stack. Tried, yeah. But also like fundamentally, philosophically speaking, I'm not convinced that the process of making games in like, oh, that's annoying, that just did that. Are they going to crash? Oh, there's no crashes anymore, is there? Like, games used to be made one way, And then that changed when people were like, what you really need is a generic tool. And then that's how you make games now, is like using this methodology of making games. And then it changes the way games are made. But if you take like a big studio or a bunch of people that have been in the industry a long time, they may say, oh no, that's not how I'd make a game. I'd probably do it differently. I'd make my own tools and for these different reasons and stuff. So I'm kind of more interested in understanding how games came to be the way they are and why. You know, why are things on grids all the time, and like, why is 3D rendering the way it is, and what are the limitations, and like, what's possible? And why is Daisy Train just so beautiful? Ugh. And how do you make a UI that works? Yeah, exactly. Well, there is no Roller Coaster Tycoon in Unity. There is no Roller Coaster Tycoon in Unity. That doesn't exist. The Roller Coaster Tycoon only exists because one person figured out, like, they cracked the code of how computers work. And how they could utilize that to make games. Epic was going to send out teams to help developers optimize their... Yeah, there's been all this conversation, like... Unreal Engine came out, Unreal Engine 5 came out, and everyone was like, this is the future. They got all this awesome like global illumination stuff, and there's no more, you don't have to worry about the density of your meshes anymore. There's no polygon budget. Like, we've revolutionized the way games work. And then a lot of studios like, oh, why are we maintaining our own engines? It's so complicated and expensive. Why don't we just use Unreal Engine? And then games start coming out, and now the users are like, oh, we don't like Unreal Engine because the games don't perform well. And then the CEO's like, oh, well, the games don't perform well because developers don't know how to use the engine. Or something, you know. So how is this, like, is this making... What happened to my train engines? Oh, I pushed F. So how is it making games better? Definitely the rendering technology is unreal. Definitely making cool looking games. But then again, I'd argue, like, I don't really play AAA games. You know. Yeah, they all, like, all those games are just the same game. They've all got all the same features. They've got, like, every feature. Oh, we've got, like, looting and crafting and building and combat and open world and exploration and RPG elements and a big story, and all of them, it's all a big mega game, and it's like 80 hours long, and it's got people acting in it and stuff. It's like a movie. It's like not even in the same ballpark as anything that, like, most games are doing. Then you get like No Man's Sky. I find No Man's Sky real interesting because they essentially launched a totally broken game, but, like, even to the latest updates, they're doing things like, oh, we improved the lighting. I like that. They've just been shipping this game for 9 years and they're still, like, fixing the renderer. That's kind of cool to me. Like, although maybe it's a bad philosophy to be like, we can put out a game and it doesn't have to function properly. I mean, like, I've still got an issue where, like, some normal maps on some models are inverted because of the way that the texture baking works or something. Arc Raiders. Early access game at full price. Yeah, well, and then they made, like, millions of dollars, and then they decided to fix their game, which was kind of cool. You could have just walked away with the money. Yeah. Daisy trains. I don't know. I think before getting too super in depth with it, is like make a little demo that people can play, and it's like, is this game really a game, or is this just like a giant tech demo? A tech demo meaning like learning OpenGL. I think it looks pretty cool actually. Games that cost $60, and we're like, it's fine. Yeah. Although I do wonder, like, a game studio that has like 700 employees and they spend 4 years on a game and it costs them like $200 million or something. I understand if that's a little bit more expensive. But then, like, how much money are they making? They're making so much money. 4 milliseconds. Well, it's actually really 5 at 4K. What does it do if we drop it down? It's still going to be 4K because it's rendering to 4K textures and then just fitting them to the screen. Just imagine you're in another game jam. We'll just do it in 4 days. I know, maybe we just need to impose massive time. Maybe we do like week-long blocks where we're just like, we're making this. We got the high level thing and we don't know umming, no ahhing. We have the high level, and we just have to get it done. No, Beansy, I know. Where's Buddy Boy? Hey? Rescue, what are you doing? What are you doing, mate? You got a stick. Yeah, making a... Hey, buddy. Oh, you got a stick. Yeah. Oh, you got a stick. Okay, yeah. We need to do, like... We need to have these things that are, like... Well, what's happening here? Did I break it? Whoa, okay. Too much data. Refresh. These things need like a date. I don't even know how to use this thing. What happened to the thing? Shape. Ding. Oh, shape. Wonder what the reality of the timing is. Well, but flip the reality. We'll just make it. We'll just make our own reality. So these were like things that I wanted to get done. For the playtest. Okay. Simple steps. Step 1, playable demo. Step 2, Steam page. Step 3, Steam demo. And then we have step 4. Do we do early access? Or do we just go step 4? Rest of the owl. Step 4, ship. Do we need funding? Like, is this actually going to be possible? Do we do this in record time? Dun, dun, dun. September. Okay, playable demo by October 1. That's happening. Anything? The only complication is we're currently applying for a mortgage. So we need to prove to the bank that we're hardworking. Steam page. I guess Steam page and Steam demo could just be the same thing. November 1. It takes 1 month to make a Steam demo. Early access. We're down to 4 steps. 2, 3, 4. This is... Can we get funding? Can someone pay for this game to be made? Can we just get a publishing deal? Can we get something? The baby, there is a baby. Feb 9. There is a baby happening. Gotta add snow for Christmas. Exactly. Wait, you guys have Christmas at you guys have snow at Christmas? We have sun. We go to the beach at Christmas. Playable and promoted, I feel like you get some funding. That might be Steam demo or playable demo. Is that the one you send off straight away? 15 bucks. Well, that's 30 bucks right there. How much more do we need? I've got a Patreon, but I think it was saying that I was going to get shut down because I haven't done anything. I just made it. And then I don't know what to do with it. I was like, yeah, give me money. What else do I do? Excuse the crunching. Oh, there's 10 members. But I think they're all free members. 10 free members. I guess I'm not really offering anything. Maybe what we do is do the how do I even see the page? Go to edit tiers. What is this? Share this. How do I see the page? Oh yeah. Maybe I make it like that's there. Get access to Daisy Train's test builds and play the game. Maybe I'll do that and have the demos, the test builds, the playable demo. And this is, I mean, maybe for some of the Discord homies. Maybe some of the Discord homies just get a link because, you know, they're the boys. They've been here since day one. But maybe there's like a $5 holler or something to be able to play it. Did you guys see that post about like backspace, control backspace? Did anyone know control backspace? I didn't know that. yeah, the idea with this would be this updates through development. So the first one is the internal. This is like the internal demo. Yeah, I didn't know control backspace? Control backspace? Internal demo updates through development, but we also do some Discord. Homies get this too. Do you use Vim? And you're like, control backspace, man? Or in Vim, all you need to do is Y caps locks X5D69, and then it deletes a word as well. Question mark? This sounds unrealistic, but what we do, this develops with the game, and incremental to Steam demo. The Steam demo though is quite like, I don't know, does it need fancy things like title screens, and does it need to be fancy? Steam page. But also with this one, we could also do some, send this to the money people, publishers. In Vim it's :%s pattern replace. It's just BD. We need like trailer. I think we just step 3 3 steps. October 1 is so soon. I guess we need to like be able to decouple the editor from the game. That's kind of important stuff. I just can't tell them out of focus because the internal demo. So this is basically from soon, like as soon as the game, as soon as I can ship like with Robo Mo, like an exe that you can download and play, then I start uploading it to the Patreon. And so it's like some levels. Well, I guess it needs to actually function. It needs to have like, the game needs to function. So there's like levels, trains. It needs to be playable. These are pretty big tick boxes. Yeah, okay. We need to be able to, we need to have the train system, like unlocks, add to inventory, whatever. Do we need multiple train types? Do we need cargo goals? We need initial level states. I mean, it doesn't have to be too fancy. This is internal, so it's going to be like... I mean, I'm happy to share this, especially the first few ones with the peeps that are here. You know, on the Discord, people that have been part of the process for a long time. As like the front line of people that get hit with the what is this? Is this even a game? And then slowly as we go, because that like $5 a month or whatever to access this stuff it's so early days. Like, we want it to be not completely worthless. It's got to be something. Building for platform. Yeah, there you go. You looking at this like, I have a Mac. Oh, can you hear the bird song? Does Zig build for Mac? I have no idea how to build for Mac. I know that Robo Mo worked on Linux. People were playing it through whatever the Windows thing is. So yeah, it is going to be... Oh, the bird song. Chili hates the bird song. Hates the nature. Discord is prohibited. What country are you in? Oh yeah, I did it for iOS game. And I bought a Mac. It's sitting on my bench over there. It's literally has no use. But maybe it could help build. But Xcode is... Oh, bruv. Opening Xcode was one of the worst experiences of my life. Yeah, it's probably going to be Windows. So this is probably like phase 1. You do not need that. Build game for Mac OS from Windows. Remotely. Not Unity. That's what's so cool about Unity. Game porting kit. Man, I just despise all of the Apple stuff. And the Google stuff. It all sucks. Everything is just like the most painful process possible. Ah, shader code. Okay, yeah, okay. Right, cool. Oh, Turkey, Istanbul. No Discord. Yeah, there's quite a lot of work to do in there. Looking at this, we'd need to do level serialization, fix the UI. But, you know, if you look at the state that Minecraft launched in, it was barely functioning. I mean, not launch, but where it was initially available. But at least it worked. Okay, I think game needs to be playable is probably the most important one. Focus on playability. Don't worry too much about the techie stuff. What are they barking at? What? Billy? What are you barking at? There's something there. Come here. What's this? Come. Come. Good girl. Oh my god. There's nothing out there. When I say editor. Oh yeah. Well, the game editor. Like the level editor. And the IM GUI. I mean, you could play with the level editor. I didn't decouple the editor in Robo Mo. You can open the editor. Well, at least it'd be nice to be able to just say, have a macro or something that's just like, or have it defined somewhere that's just like no editor and no debug, no chili, and no chili. So it just builds the game and pre-processes out all the editor stuff. Yeah, add the Wilhelm scream. Yeah, audio. We need to add audio. Do we need audio? Yeah, true. Maybe that's not important then. Maybe we don't need that. You also find bugs in the editor and the engine and stuff. Just open source it. We should just do Daisy Train's jam every week. We've got to like meet the goal. Ship game. Wow. This actually could work. It's just a lot. It's just a lot to do to get the thing. But now I'm just going to laser focus on the things that are important. One week on, 1 week off. Man, I was wrecked after that game jam. It took me like days to recover. Oh yeah, and I've also got to make devlogs about all this stuff. And do work, and get paid, and get a mortgage, and have a baby. But other than that, basically nothing. Maybe 2 long week jams. 2 week long jams? What I need to do is break this stuff out into like little modules of stuff that need doing. And so you just focus on one thing. Find it easier when there's this like clear goal. This is what we need to do. Playable game. This stuff, I mean, don't even worry about all this stuff. That's techie stuff. I think level... this level thing and level progression levels. Yes, more specific goals. The levels are... okay, let's just calm all this down a little bit. Levels. There's going to be levels. And UI is a big one. Whoops. Man, this these hashes that serve no purpose are really not helping. Okay, levels UI, the train cards, background art, the train info, the ag card upgrade. So this is a playability, cargo delivered, other resources, parts, and we need an overall goal for each world. So this is important. We need world goal. So deliver X amount of whatever. Yeah, small specific goals. The first level, the first world is going to be like 4 islands or something, and it's going to be like deliver 500 white cargo or something. And you're going to go from there to there, and then it's going to go body, and then you're going to load the next level. And then it's going to be like deliver 500 white cargo and 1,000 yellow cargo or something. World goals. So this is worlds, actually. Worlds. And UI. And then the game is... then it is done. And all these like camera fixes, multi-level bridge models, whatever. Things like fix the terrain blocks. Yeah, that's like a small thing. Render buffers for window size. Tunnels, tunnel blocks. Cargo levels satisfactory. Cargo levels optimal. Fixed tunnels. Wind is improved. Stack art. Yeah, I did some of that. Station art. Port art. Yeah. Warehouse, cargo steamer, ship trails. Yeah, all that stuff is like not actually that important. Some of this stuff will be cool to have the boat. Don't worry about wakes and stuff. This is all like... grass is fine. Okay. But step -1 is the Genie submodule integration. And that's going to change the way the editor works, and it's going to fix a few things. But it's not a biggie. I think I'm going to start... I'm not actually going to do this today. I'm still kind of recovering from moving. Man, have you moved country? It is a epic undertaking. And we had just done an epic... we had just done a game jam, and then I made like a visual effects video straight after that. And then as we were packing up, another dude asked me to do like a 3D rendering of a leaf for some skincare brand. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, this thing. So they wanted this leaf that starts out like thing, and then they were like, oh, we want it to go down the veins and then get moist. I won't tell you what the product's for. So we did that as well. That was quite interesting. And then we moved, obviously. That was a big one. I need like long cables or something to be able to do the outdoor stream. So this, now we have a plan. Here, this is going to be it. Boom, we're planning it to do stream 42. Release the Genie. Is there a Genie? Oh, there is a Genie emoji. Mission. Integrate the Genie submodule into Daisy Trains. Hide am I? Remove current Genie files. Add Genie submodule. Unplug and plug back in. IRL stream. Yeah, I was looking at it today. I was like, what do you need? You can do it off your phone or whatever. I was like, maybe I just walk around on my phone outside. Although there is like the camera has Wi-Fi and it can connect to an application. I wonder if it could Wi-Fi to the PC, and that's probably not going to work. Unplug and plug back in. Rejoice, for we have broken free from our shackles. Bada boom. What is this? This is like discussing Unity. This is like yeah, we're gonna do all this stuff. Okay. So that's me, guys. I'm out of here. We're gonna do it another time. 16,000 drop frames. What is that? Is that my head? The actual hair. Yeah, I'd like to get this place set up more with like an outdoor cam that's just got the nature. Because the dogs are like over there on the couch. They sit in the sun a lot. Investigator. What's rookie numbers? Yeah, no, this is just a stream test. And I think, I don't know, it's probably not best quality, but it's better than not streaming, I think. Actually, there's this weird thing, a classic computery thing, but so Starlink is running into has its own router, Wi-Fi router, and the PC is connected via Wi-Fi, which is not ideal for streaming, I'd imagine. But so yesterday I plugged it in via Ethernet, and the speed tests all said that I was getting better upload speeds. But then like half the websites on the web don't load on LAN, and then when you switch it back to Wi-Fi, they do load. And you go online, it's like people are like, yeah, Starlink doesn't work over LAN. Like, well, what am I supposed to do there? Hog cam. But maybe if I was to plug in... Also, the Starlink's outside right now. The router's outside. And it needs to be, like, run into the cabin. So it needs to be, like, I need to drill holes or something and run it under the floor. So maybe tomorrow or the next stream, I'll try run it on the hardline and see if it gives me a better quality rating. Completely design the UI system. To do soon is get the new train model in. The Hefix train model in. Where is that one? How's your Honda Super Cub going along, or whatever it is? It's like an off-road Super Cub. 125. Oh yeah. Yes. This. Oh yeah. This is what we need. We need to go to the next dimension. We need a dimensional shift. In here, there's going to be, before we start asking for money, we need a dimensional shift. Working on other things. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to get back into the train modeling. We're going to need to somehow contract Hefix as a Daisy Trains employee. Yeah. Yeah, we get back in that Robo Mo thing. We just kill ourselves for a week at a time. For no reward. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go edit the Robo Mo video a bit now. But I'll be back. I don't know when, but I'll be back with this stream. It's gonna be incredible. We're gonna be like fighting Visual Studio, and people are gonna be like, "Why don't you use CMake?" And I'm gonna be like, "I don't know how." And then it's gonna work. That's how all these streams always go. Momentum, madness, magical. Mahi. No, we can't change. Never change. Alrighty. Well, it's good to see everybody back. I'm glad that you guys are still around. It sucked to be offline for a while and be out in the middle of nowhere, but I'm glad that, man, Starlink is pretty amazing, eh? We literally got it from a hardware store down the road. Just went down there, picked it up, plugged it in, and we were like online. I don't know who invented it or who's behind it or even the person involved with the company at all. I know, Chili. You heard a bird or something. But anyway. Alright. Stay tuned on Discord and we will liaise soon. Later.